Today marks 1 year since 5 lives were lost in the Club Q shootings. Rebuilding takes a long time and is a hard road. This morning we have Stephen Haden from Envision joining us. That's a nonprofit focused on mental health and well-being of LGBTQ plus people. First of all, Stephen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
A year later, what does recovery look like? It is quite honestly, it's a road, and it's not exactly something that happens overnight.
Incredibly challenging. So first, just the tribute towards the 5 incredible people that we lost during that tragic day. And yeah, recovery and grief from this type of situation can take months, if not years, right? That sense of safety within the community has been shattered. A sacred place that people spent time coming together has been lost. And so it's devastating.
Apart from Envision you're also a mental health therapist. When you look at something like Club Q, a safe space, an LGBTQ club, what does that do to take away the sense of safety?
It's really profound. I mean, first of all, we look at a climate in the U.S. where there's been more than 600 anti-LGBTQ laws put forward. And the impact from that is it creates a climate of fear, right? And the inflammatory language that we've seen that certainly motivated the shooter in this case comes from a place of creating and permitting hostility and prejudice. It creates that climate of fear, and it dehumanizes people, and ultimately it motivates perpetrators as it did in this case.
We are now at a point in time in our society where we can kind of take a step back and say mental health is important. What do you tell people who are struggling through something like this? Is it get the help that you need?
Indeed, and I think one of the silver linings of COVID has been giving people permission to talk about their mental health and have the courage to ask for help. I've had my own mental health struggles, and I remember going through that and finally mustering that courage to ask for help, and that's transformative, right? And that's where you can begin to heal. You can start finding the skills you need to be able to cope with an often hostile world, particularly if you're a member of the LGBTQ community. And what I can say is that not only is help available, there's hope. There's hope for a better day.
And getting that help starts with asking for help.
Indeed, right.
So 1 year, and we hate to use the word anniversary, but the 1 year mark of such an event, that can be hard just by thinking about the memories, thinking about those who were lost, seeing more news coverage about it. Does that have an impact, these marks and these days?
I think it's actually healing because it honors people. It reminds us that of not just the people lost, but these stories that you all are doing here on 9 News include resources that are available for folks. And at Envision one of the things that we've done over the last year is work with community partners in El Paso County to increase the number of mental health professionals that can deliver great care to members of our community. And so there's been a lot of intentional efforts aimed at improving mental health care services in the community and the number of resources that are available.
Which can be so important, especially after something so difficult as this. Stephen Haden from Envision we appreciate you waking up with us and sharing all those resources. And we have more resources on our website, 9news.com. If you feel like you need help, if you want to share those with someone who needs help, they're always very important. Stephen, thank you.